All right, let's look at some unit rates here. So if Adisa can run 3 miles in a half hour, how long can she run in an hour? We're just going to double that. It's going to be 6 miles. Unit rate is 3 for 30 or 1 for 6. Dory shoveled 2 inches of snow every 15 minutes. What is the unit rate per hour? To get up to an hour has how many 15-minute pieces? You can either do 60 divided by 15 to find that it's 4, or you could skip count up to 60. So 8 inches per hour is going to be our unit rate. Elka can feed 4 goats in 20 minutes. How long will it take her to feed 24 goats? Times 6. 24 goats is going to take 120 minutes or 2 hours. Over here, Josh ordered 12 tacos for his friend and paid $33. What is the cost per taco? This is like what we were doing in class with our long division. So 12 does not go into 3, but it does go into 33. 2 times is 24. Gonna have to borrow. 9, bring down our 0. 12 goes into 90 7 times. 7 times 12 is 84. Subtract 4, 6. And then 12 is going to go into 60 5 more times with nothing left. So each taco is $2.75. All right, Judy hikes 3.75 miles in a half hour. What is her rate per hour? We would need to double this. It's 15 is 367. So she's going to do 7.5 miles per hour. Lily can bake 12 cakes in 6 hours. What is her unit rate? So we're going to start with if she does 12 cakes in 6 hours, she does 2 cakes per hour. That's our unit rate. How long will it take her to bake 20 cakes? Well, if it's 2 cakes per hour, 20 cakes would be 20 divided by 2 is 10 hours. So 2 cakes per hour is our unit rate. She can do 20 cakes in an hour. Questions on the first page? Go ahead and bring them to class. Liz went on a ski trip with her friend. The snow fell 3 inches for 7 hours. What is the rate per hour? Some of these are not going to divide in beautifully. You might have a repeating decimal. That's okay. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. At that point, I see this loop. It's going to be 2.33 inches per hour. Mike drove 102 miles on 4 gallons of gas. Calculate the miles per gallon. So it's going to go in 2 is 8. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. So 25.5 miles per gallon. Peyton purchased 12 cans at the grocery store and paid $24. What is the unit rate or the price per can? It's going to be $2 per can. Reagan purchased 8 mobile math units for her classmates and paid $192. How much did each cost? The unit rate per calculator. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 4 is 32. So she paid $24 per calculator. Ava is purchasing melting chocolate for a chocolate making party. She spent $78.60. On 30 bags, what is the price per unit? I know that you probably saw this 30 and you started to panic. As a reminder, 30, 60, 90, 120. Don't panic. It's just counting by threes with a zero on the end, okay? If it helps you, over to the side, do your skip count, okay? 30 is going to go in two times, which is 60. And then I look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 180. Bring down our zero, and then two. $2.62. Remember, don't panic, we pivot. Don't panic, we pivot. Charity spent $32 on 12 books. How much did she spend per book? Let's see. Two is 24. Three would be 36, so that would be too much. That's eight. Bring down our zero. 12 times 6 is going to be 72, which is 8. Bring down our zero. We're in a loop. We're going to call it $2.66. If, because it was a repeating decimal, you rounded up to $2.67, that is totally fine. Either one I'd be good with. All right, what page are we on? Page 3. Imran is hosting a movie party for his friends and is trying to decide on a package. One theater costs $100 for 8 tickets or $150 for 14. What's the better price? When we do 100 divided by 8, goes in once, it goes in twice. $12.50. Remember, it's money, so put that zero back in. 150 divided by 14 would go in once. Zero. 100 divided by 14. If we're thinking of 15s, it's going to be 7 is going to be the closest. So $1.07. So this is going to be the better price. 150 tickets for 14 or 150, 14 tickets for $150 is going to be the better price because it's going to be about $10.70. All right. I put my decimal in the wrong spot. Come on, Lizinski. Come on. $10.70. Still the better price. Also, better decimal. All right. Bella swam 200 meters in 90 seconds. Or 325 meters in 135 seconds. What's the better price? Just notice that we're talking about seconds here. Not that it's going to change it, but just a good reminder. Again, we don't like dividing by these bigger numbers, but I want to remind you that dividing by 90 is just skip counting by 9 and throwing a zero at the back, okay? So if you're thinking 9 times what gives you 20, closest you can get, is 2, which is 180. Just add the zero, okay? 2, 0. Um, what am I missing here? 200 goes in 180. That's right. This should be 20, add a zero. There we go. That's what I was missing. Goes in another 2 times. We're in a loop, so 2.2-ish seconds. That 2 is repeating. Over here, 325. Woo. Divided by 135. 135, not our favorite to skip count by, but probably wouldn't need more than 2. Let's see. Let's test that theory. 7 is 2. If we did another one, would be 5, would be 10, would be 4. Yep, we're only gonna need 2. So 2 is gonna give us 270. Don't forget your borrowing. Please don't steal. So 5 is a 5. Add a zero. That'd be 10. 4 is a 5. It could go in 2.4 times. So this is the worst race. Quicker is better in swim. Quicker is better in swim. So her better race is 200 meters in 9 seconds because she swam each meter in 2.2 seconds. Lower is better in swim. All right, Sabbath Smoothie Shop sold 275 smoothies on a Saturday in 5 hours. On Sunday, she sold 310 in 6 hours. What day had the best sales? So 275 by 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 5 is 25. So 55 per hour. And then over here, 6 times 5 is 30. And then we're going to say 0. So even if we don't continue, 50 per hour is lower than 55. So we're going to say that 275 is her best day, Saturday. She sold 55 per hour. Adisha was setting up for a party. It took her 30 minutes to make 3 appetizers, and then it took her 90 minutes to make 10 desserts. What took less time? So 30 for 3, that's 10 minutes. And then 90 per 10, that's 9 minutes. So the dessert only took her 9 minutes. So the dessert is less time. All right, Dory was building a card tower. It took her 3 minutes to make her tower 4.5 inches before it fell over. Her second tower grew to 2.5 inches in 2 minutes. Which tower rose faster? So we need to do both of these. Decimal, decimal goes in once. So 1.5 or 1.2, even if we don't finish it. Which tower rose faster? This one was 1.5 in a minute. So this one's going to be faster. Her first one is going to be faster by 3/10. By 3/10. Elka was wrapping presents for a party. She wrapped 3 gifts in 15 minutes, and then it took 20 minutes to wrap the last 5. Which set did she wrap the quickest? So 5 minutes per present there and 4 minutes per present there. The 5 gifts that she wrapped in 4 minutes are faster. Last one. Josh's plane flew 900 miles in 3 hours. His second flight was 2.5 hours, so 2.5, and traveled 775 miles. Which flight was faster? So 900 divided by 3. This one is super friendly, so 300 miles per hour. And then this one, don't forget to move your decimal, okay? Decimal is going to come out to the end there because we moved it from the front. Quarters, 3/4 is 75 cents. 1/4 is 25 cents. And then 0. Which flight was faster? Over here, he did 310 miles in an hour. So this second flight is faster. Make sure you're really thinking which one is going to be better in each scenario. Is it going to be better to be a bigger number or a smaller number? That's going to change depending on what it is. All right. Judy went to lunch with her friends, and the bill was $36.75 for 4 meals. Last week it cost them $26.70. Okay, I'm recording, goodness. For 3 meals. $36.75 for 4 or $26.70 for 3. All right. 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 1. And then 35, closest we can get is 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 8 is 32. Since it's money, we're going to stop there. $9.18 over here. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 9 is 27. And then a 0. So which was the better deal? The day it cost them $8.90, which is the 26 for 3. Lily went shopping for room decor. There was a 4-piece bedroom set for $125 or a 6-piece for $235. Which should she choose? So we want to know which one had the better price per piece. So 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 1 is 5. Decimal. 4 times 2 is 8. And then 4 times 5 is 20. So this one is $3.25 per item. 6 times 3 is 18. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Why am I counting up to 22? This one is 5. Not quite sure where my brain just went. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 9 is 54. Add a decimal and a 0. 6 goes into 10 one time. And then 6 times 6 is 36. We'll stop there because it's money. This one is $31.25 each. It is the better price because we want it to be lower. Liz went on a trip with her family. The theme park was $300 for 5 tickets or $215 for 3. We want to know which park they should visit. For this one, we're looking for which one is smaller. So this one is going to be $60 per ticket. Ooh, put the divisor out there. And then this one, even if we don't finish, is $71 per ticket. This is the better cost by over $11. Peyton went to the aquarium to search for mermaids. The ticket options were $35 for 3 hours or $72 for 6 hours. What should she choose? Decimal. 3 times 6 is 18. We're going to get into a loop, so $11.66 per hour over here. Goes in once, goes in twice. This one is better by a little bit. $11.66 is better than $12. Not by much, but still better. Reagan decided to purchase a t-shirt at a concert. At the first stand, they offered 2 shirts for $55. The second stand offered 3 shirts for $70. Which would you say is better? So 2 is 4 is 15 is 6. Oh no, 7. 7 would be 14. Decimal is 0 is 5. So $27.50 for that one. Or 3 times 2 is 6 is 10 is 3. We can stop right there. $23, even without knowing the change. The 3 shirts for $70 is going to be a better cost. All right, that brings us to the end of this week. If you have questions, comments, concerns, crunchy tacos, bring them.